We do a lot of rebuilding of huge clubs. For example, Man United, Chelsea, Madrid, all them trophies and across Europe. As today, we're starting a journey. We are going to try and fly across Europe and win one trophy, the league trophy, in each of Europe's top 5 leagues. We're taking over with a journeyman career, all in the same save, but we're starting unemployed and starting at the bottom, as we've been offered one contract very far down in the football pyramid, and we're going to have to job hop our way around Europe to get in these trophies. As yes people, today we take on a massive challenge. As you can see, we've got a lot of new face mods, a lot of managers, etc. loaded up. As I want to say before the video starts, huge thank you to Beta Mods offering the Ultra Mod 3.0 to help us out with this save. You can find it in the description as we go in Journeyman. And this mod to download is amazing. I have just got on it, absolutely enjoying it. And there's a big reason why when I flick the screen, we have the English National League loaded in with Robbie Savage, a lot of other managers, including this man, Sam Foley at Barrow. Now we are starting unemployed. You might know Barrow from EFL League 2, but they have just gone ahead and got themselves relegated to the National League, and Sam Foley is no longer the manager, meaning here I am coming in, getting my first contract offer. I am going to be the manager of the National League team Barrow. Recently relegated, and we've got to try and take this team as high as possible, and we've got to win the English Premier League. We don't have to win it straight away. We can move over to, for example, League 1, try and build a team up over there, but we've got every single team loaded. Including Scunthorpe. I hate it. This is my rivals. I am a Grimsby Town fan. I don't even know why I'm looking at it. Don't show me. We've got to rebuild Barrow for now. Probably forget about winning the Premier League because we've got to get this team, firstly, back up to the English divisions. This is the side we're loading into. Now, players have probably been released. It's probably not the latest squad update, but just to have this team and the National League on the whole, big thank you, Beta Mods again, and I am fine with it. We've got Danny Rose. We've got a team capable of getting promoted. Obviously, this team didn't have a manager, which is why I chose them over at Boston, who were probably worse in this league. We've got Chiarte, we've got other players down here, including Foley, who just filled in as the manager, the 39-year-old. We've got every real-life manager in it, including ex-Grimsby manager Paul Hurst in charge of Boston, Robbie Savage, like I said, Andy Butler, Jermaine Defoe over at... is it Woking? I believe it is, and we've got 910k, and guess what? We're not safe. We can be sacked if we don't do what the board wants, and the expectation is to win the National League title with Barrow. That's right, go straight back up, automatic promotion back to the EFL, and honestly, with the team we have, we should be doing that first try. I'm going to replace a few players. Jackson. Do we play the 4-4-2? Because obviously we do want to adopt a style, and I've got some mini objectives in the pipeline. I'll share them with you guys. The first one is I do want to have a player I take from club to club, like a journeyman alongside me as a journeyman manager, someone I can trust. I'd love to win 5 domestic trophies, which aren't league titles, which aren't the aims, but I'd like to win along the way, you know. Nice to lift trophies from time to time, ain't it? They could even be promotion ones, and I'd love to win the UCL despite that not being the aim, and them objectives don't have to be completed, so let's get a move on, shall we? This Barrow team. They've given me my first opportunity in football. We've got Ben Jackson as the best player, Will Stanway, Tom Barkhusen, ex-Derby County, Ben Whitfield, ex-Burton. Some decent names around the club. For example, Niall Canavan did get replaced. I think he's just been released, but I'm going to keep him around. I've brought all the players back to try and win the league with them. There's nothing... Oh, there we are. There is us as the manager, congratulating me on my first job in football. The next Pep Guardiola, as we do have the academy switched on still. I want to get the academy cooking. We've got Lucas Osborne, James Wilson, Leon Briggs. Could one of these lads be the one I take on the journey with me? Hassan Bayumi, Maro Serra, Kyle Blake. Well, I'm not going to promote any just for now. Instead, I'm going to bring in my own coach management. I need a coaching team. And we have a 5-star coach here called Charlene Terry. He's going to be my assistant manager and a midfield coach, so Charlene Terry, assistant coach at Barrow. Hello. Are you ready to cook with me, Charlene? We're going to make sure Barrow get promoted again. And he seems like he's up for the fight. I love to see that. I love to hear that. Backing from the other guy, and we've got Walsh in. Kyle Walsh is going to be my defensive coach. With that, actually, all I could afford. Because... yeah, the budget. It's almost gone, and we didn't even manage to get a youth scout out there. We've got Peter Chadwick, who's my head of recruitment. I'm going to trust him this save. I'll probably just trust him at Barrow. I might not take him from club to club. I'm going to search in England because, obviously, we shouldn't have the best coaching network. And I'm going to search for defenders because I want leaders to get us promoted. I'm going to be selling players, and I'm going to make my first signing in this Journeyman Career Mode right here, right now. As if you're enjoying this already, make sure to subscribe. We're on the race to 10k. I want to make this save as realistic as possible, so when bids come in that I see realistic for players, I'm going to be accepting them as well. For example, Will Stanway, to go and probably be the 3rd choice or 2nd choice at Bolton, doesn't make sense to keep him, so I'm going to walk him out of the training ground. There's Terry. Thank you for your service, Will. Now we're going to have to search for a keeper. The season gets underway with Brackley in our first game. Then we've got Weldstone, Hartlepool, Eastleigh, Gateshead, Morecambe are still here despite struggles. And I want this save to actually, well, a lot of it will be kind of simmed because I want it to cook. I want it to keep going. So I'm going to head towards December with the World Cup just finishing and Brazil winning it. England getting hammered by Turkey. If they were still in, I wouldn't think that wasn't going to happen. Because let's not lie, it probably would. And I can't seem to actually get going with any offers in for players. We've only sold one. And I think we need to win this league. We need to adopt a style personal to ourselves. As yes, the 4-4-2 could work. I'm not going to go for the standard 4-3-3, 4-1-3-2. In order to win a league at this level, I think you do need 2 strikers. We'll have a target forward and advance forward. Danny Rose, I'm going to lean on heavily. With balanced wingers, I do want to keep a ball-winning midfielder. I want to pride myself in having a decent one. McDonald and Canavan just defenders. And just fullbacks, that'll probably do me. I'm going to make my captain, sorry Canavan, but Danny Rose, I have got to have him as my leader. And I'm going to speak to Rosie. I know you're now 32. I was brought up a Grimsby fan. It's a pleasure to get to actually manage you as my first job in management begins. And can you lead this Barrow team back to the EFL? I want you here as we do that, and the team is definitely strong enough. And he agrees, but he definitely says a midfielder is crucial. Grimsby didn't have a great one in his final season with the Mariners, so he says go and get a keeper and we can probably win this. I'll probably agree with him on that one as well, as when we do build our team, I'm going to take Canavan out, he's pretty old. Anderson goes in. He's a left-footed centre-back. There we go. Williams is in. Whitfield. Barkhausen on the left. As me and Charlene Terry are responsible for getting these players growing. I want to build footballers. Change positions around to get the best out of players despite the age. Despite 33-year-old. I'm playing this kind of like Football Manager. I will speak of the other game. I used to actually love playing it. Charlie McCann's going to be my sitting midfielder, 24 only. Earring probably sits further forward. I like his stats. I like his passing and dribbling. And Lewis Shipley's going to be my left back once he changes in 18 weeks. And here we go. First game in the National League, the Longville Stadium. There I am in my shirt. Or should I say t-shirt? Can't afford a shirt yet. When we move up in the world, we'll undoubtedly have one. Cameras all on me. I'm a young aspiring manager, only 23-year-old. Ready to make a name for myself. Can't lie, I do think we'll be beating Brackley. We're on DAZN Live, which is the channel that take on the National League. They'll be watching us thinking we need to win this, because obviously we're expected to win the league title. Winterbottom in goal. Don't have a new goalkeeper yet. One will come as Danny Rose around the corner. Can we get an early goal right here? Look how slow and switched off the Brackley defenders are. Tom Barkhausen! We are playing National League football with some EFL League 2 footballers. That is the first rapid goal in charge of AFC Barrow. We'll take that, what, mere seconds in? Brilliant run down the side and a bit of a National League goal. We'll never forget the name now, Tom Barkhausen, whilst this save goes on. The first scorer. He's going in the milestone books. I'm going to keep track of almost everything as we explore the world with this save. Can we get another one? Can we whip the ball in? That's Wakefield over the top. A great save by Gregory. Honestly, straight at him, and I don't think they know what have hit them. Barrow just relegated with a brilliant side. Brilliant new players. Actually, under a brilliant new manager, not new players. That's a bit shocking from us. Look how high our line is, though. I can play this against teams like Brackley. I know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that, but I am kind of feeling confident with Roberts running through. Okafor, that's a good block. Straight through to our goalkeeper. Ben Whitfield gets the roll out into Earring. Earring back out to Whitfield. And through the middle, Kane Hemmings, the old man. Can he hit the captain? Danny Rose! It's 2-0 to Barrow! Danny Rose, ex-Grimsby Town, the man I just made the captain, gives us a 2-0 lead at half-time against Brackley, who were recently promoted. Sensational football, 2-0 at the break. Do we make any changes? Loving the way this is going. Right, I said McCann would be the future because he's younger than Williams. Whitfield... he's actually doing very well. I'm going to put Shipley on for McDonald. Another aim with this Barrow team is try and youthen it. And that's what I'm doing with the substitutions. Hemmings get this across into Whitfield straight away. Whitfield steps away. Can he get his pass off? That's a heavy touch. Definitely can tell this is a National League worthy team. Barkosen off the post. Close from Earring. And I want to fight for the right. Be the best manager ever. We've got to win the Premier League in England. We're in the 5th tier. Get that shot off! Almost Whitfield. Almost as Sam Newby picks up on the ball. Back into him. We've got a few minutes left. I'd love a 3-0. Basically like Brackley have forfeited. Pull it back. Whitfield. Earring! There we go. 3-0 against Brackley. And this manager malarkey is quite easy down here in the National League. Legendary mode, obviously, and that pass to the edge of the box, Earring with the finesse, should mean a 3-0 win for Barrow. Incredible, as even news outlets, yes, it's only DAZN, tweeting about how I have started as a manager at Barrow FC. Hoping to start off greatly. Look at Danny Rose, he's actually gone up a rating, but he's going to go down by 1 again after his brilliant game. I'm going to try and train him as a poacher because that's how I knew Danny Rose. Watching him at the club I support, as now we're going to speak to Charlene Terry again. Boss, the players asked for a goalkeeper. Why don't we bring a goalkeeper in? I'm saying we haven't got much money and not many bids are coming into the club, which is honestly true. We sit top of the league right now with Wealdstone next, who are actually second, because they must have started well as well. Only top goer from the National League, and that's how tough it is to actually get out of this division. Win the league or add to the dreaded playoffs, as here's the next game. But like it's been said, we do need a goalkeeper. Do we go for a loan boy? There's Dylan Moody on loan or loan listed from Southampton, who could be okay. But no, I'm not going to go for him. I'm actually going to look to get a permanent goalkeeper, and I'm on the wrong hub. Could it actually be from the academy? As who's been brought in? David Moore. We lack a right back. Could we promote Moore? We've got to be careful with our budget because even promoting youth's going to cost us. No one else really good. Ryan Lane's the second best and he's 50 overall. I'm taking on David Moore and I'm going to promote him. Maybe get him a little bit of game time. At this level, we've got Lucas Osborne. But one thing I want to check about this National League is other goalkeepers at this level. Why don't we buy from the league we're in if we're going to try and win it? As you can see, there's not huge ratings all around the place because we should be one of the best teams here. Being recently relegated, and at Halifax there's Nathaniel Ford. We're looking at a keeper with the potential of 67 overall. That's the level we're looking at, and even he could be a squeeze. I'm going to offer less than he's worth at 270, 360 with a sell-on clause. Let's just settle at 300 and get our first signing of the Journeyman through the door. Nathan Ford, was it? I've already forgotten his name. I don't think he's going to join us on the journey from the National League to winning the Prem and winning all the other European leagues. But he's crucial to what we need now, so he goes into the 11. And here we are on match day 8, potentially one of our biggest challenges. I have been simming a few games. Tyler Walker with 2 goals, ex-Nottingham Forest, and Coventry, as this could be our biggest threat. And the team we are playing is Carlisle, managed by ex-Premier League manager Mark Hughes. Or were, I think he's just left the club, maybe trying to go up again. Regan Linney Rejected my club Grimsby Town to sign for Carlisle. They offer big wages. We've got to beat the best clubs in this division. Reagan Linney had a bit of a run on there. Whelan gets it back. McDonald, he gets the decent tackle in, and Earing is running through here. Sam Walker, Danny Rose, if he's onside here, Danny Rose! It is 1-0. We are going to beat one of the big guns if it stays still. In a bit of a derby game they class this as. Brilliant. Brilliant. Captain's contribution from Mr. Danny Rose. I don't know if he's actually onside right there. We needed that with Newbie around the corner. Earing straight onto Sam Walker. Danny Rose making a run forward again. But I'm just going to lay it off into Ben Whitfield. Can he score a screamer? I really want one goal in this save to shock all the competition. Get goal of the save and we'll do a massive ceremony at the end. Because I really have expectations for this massive journeyman. But we can do something special. Whitfield gets away from his man very nicely into McCann. Earing. McCann gets the ball back. Can McCann go forward? Back into Earing. Earing goes from range. I mean, Jack Earing compared to, what's his face? Kevin De Bruyne. Not the same, as we're just about near half-time. They're being the better team overall, I'd say, possession-wise. We've run away from his man there, McDonald. Wyke, Charlie Wyke. We're getting a shuffle around a little bit here. Luamba, look at the possession they're keeping. If they get that pass off, we can't really stop it. Big save from Ford. Our new signing as Gilead. Another player who's been around the blocks with, I think, Barrow. Oh, no, it wasn't Barrow. It was Shrewsbury and Bradford. That's it. Good placements there. Their possession has been out of this world. We just can't get the ball off them. It was Danny Rose with that poacher's effort. This could be a Derby Day win. Earing, Williams, around the corner. Walker, no, but let's just see this game out. Please. Derby Day win. Hopefully the first of many. And we are sitting top of the league. Only one defeat. This manager thing isn't bad at all. Player in the team of the week is Walker. It wasn't even the main man himself. Danny Rose showing the link of the team up. Oh, I thought that was going to say we actually got manager of the month, which we didn't. But still, the media are loving us, and they're loving the fact they know who I support. On my real-life birthday, the 27th of September, we're playing Scunthorpe, which, if you don't know, the main channel and this channel is the team I hate most in world football. 100%. They're not in regular FC because they're that rubbish. And can we get an early goal? Danny Rose, keep percent! Get in there, Sam Walker! Or Tyler Walker! I'm going to celebrate the goals against these boys, baby. Barrow 1-0. We're going to win this title. And let's do it against Scunthorpe. Take a big leap forward. The goalie leaping into next year. Rosie will hate this lot as well, being a good player at my Grimsby Town. I love it. I will love it if we beat these. Hopefully we've only got to play them once again because we want to get out of this division. Denton, ex-Leeds. I don't like Tyler Denton. I remember him gloating in front of the Grimsby fans for Kings Lynn when they haramballed a 0-0 draw. Not the finest time when Grimsby was in the National League. We're yet to concede a goal whilst actually playing a game. Yes, it's only 2 games, and yes, we're the favourites for the league. We've landed on a good job with Westbrook onto Scars, push them back. Straight through the middle again, though. Doush, don't concede to Scunthorpe, the only team I don't want to concede to. Who the heck's Rowley? I absolutely hate it. Can we go and get another goal, though? Whitfield, across the box. Danny Rose! It's 2-1. It's 2-1 before half-time. And of course it's going to be Rosie. The strikers have 4 in 10 games and 3 in 10 games. Get in. Let's go out there and grab more goals. Rosie. He's running. He's still got pace in them legs, especially in the National League. You can use the older players, and they work because everybody's old. Maloney's just come off the bench. Remember him being at Huddersfield, and Scunthorpe failing to build anything up. Hopefully they just get stuck below the playoffs, or even better, they get relegated or finish bottom of this league. If only there was the National League South, which they could be going into. Danny Rose should have had a brace, or he's hit the post. Do not let that Rowley kid get forward. That was a terrible tackle. McDonald not having the best of times as a player here. Connor Roberts is brilliant, but he's just left the club to go to Notts County in League One. So I'm glad that Scunny don't have him in real life. Some very non-league tackles coming in here. Got the ball back at no advantage. But can there be an advantage in terms of a goal? I don't trust a chip through ball, especially in this division. Walker through to Danny Rose. Danny Rose to win it against the rivals of mine and the ex-rivals of his. Beautiful scenes here at the Longville Stadium. Quite the partnership of these two. I mean, Tyler Walker with 4 in 7. Danny Rose with 4 now in 10. But he's going down. We don't enter the FA Cup because the preliminary rounds aren't in this, which I think is sensible because, honestly, I don't care about the FA Cup. I'd focus on this title. No Carabao Cup, no Virtue even, which I'd beg to be in. Daniel Ford up 2. And the team catching the eye, but there's also another team in town. That's right, it's Harrogate Town in 2nd place. We sit 3rd. Braintree having a good season. Only 1 defeat. Scunthorpe. Oh, I'm loving this. 17th. Stinky old Scunthorpe. You'd love to see it, as I'm going to change some positions, including Newbie to a right back, Barkhausen to a left mid, although he's really regressed from that first goal. And I've simmed a little bit into the future. Oh my days, look at the points. We sit clear, 2 draws, 3 defeats, 17 wins. Can we see if any jobs are insecure? No suggestions. Go to job interview. No jobs available. There's some insecure in our division like Robbie Savage. And even in the division above, David Artell. Don't have Grimsby Town finishing 20th, please. But he is in a stable job position. Hang about though, we could actually get 2 jobs if we wanted. I never even noticed this. In our division, Yeovil and Eastleigh would allow us to declare interest. Going into the press though, the only thing I have interest in is, simply put, getting Barrow AFC promoted back where they belong in the EFL. Here we go though, a team again like Carlisle, which was the derby game we won through pure emotion. Harrogate should be difficult. Levi Sutton, Ben Fox, ex-Grimsby. I'm always going to mention that. And we've got a team that's still growing despite old age because we're doing well in this division. Ben Fox, can he try and sneak it in behind? No, he can't. There's Jack Earring straight up to Danny Rose, the hold-up man. Now that's offside. They know how to play an offside trap. They will not be giving up on this league. And also when we hit January, good form from us, top of the league, bids might fly in. Hopefully for me as a manager, yes, I'm enjoying Barrow, and yes, I want to win this trophy with them, but we've got to actually be mindful of getting promoted on our terms in order to try and go for trophies. He whips the ball straight into Muldoon, a good striker as well, especially in the EFL. I'm surprised no teams have had bids in him for him, but again, he's quite old. He's the captain. He's our Danny Rose like for us. What a save by Nathaniel Ford. Almost conceding there to Harrogate. Gibson with the header. Another ex-Mariner, and they're just running at us for fun. Jack Muldoon. Smith. I've seen him in the team of the week plenty of times. He must be a good player. It's out wide into Taylor. Taylor looking for the angle. Oh my days, he's turned us easily. We're actually on the back foot here. This could be our first non-win. That around the corner though. Walker, he waits for the run of Whitfield. This width in this formation, this style, a sweaty goal. Danny Rose, Ben Whitfield as well. We are really up against it, and Danny Rose can't flip like that. We need to keep going though still, and maybe he gets another chance to actually flip. Earring goes back into McDonald to go forward again. It's making me hungry for McDonald's, but no, I am not having that. At the moment, Maloney's trying to get us further in the lead. It was a decent run-in from Whitfield. It's a shame he's really small. Just seems we've got an edge, and that edge, we need to keep the entire save if we can win all these trophies. Walker off the post. Rosie! It'll count as a Walker assist, and that partnership's still working together. From unemployment at the start of this video to getting this frequent job, or vacant job should I say, and potentially winning a league. We are so good at just actually being clinical. I think that's something I've got to put into my future teams. Clinicalness, as we could actually win the Premier League with Barrow. There's no shame in doing that, taking them all the way. Guys, are only yet to see 1 goal conceded and a lot of goals scored today with utterly clinical finishing. Yeah, what can I say? Can Rosie get a hat-trick? Defenders keeping him onside. No, Danny Rose. I'll still take this victory. Danny Rose named in the Player of the Month nominees. Obviously, he had to be. He was so good. And he's been rarely questioned. Obviously, right there, you can see the results have been spectacular. And I'm watching a few jobs now from the leagues above. Jobs that I could see us flying up the divisions with. Maybe not Accrington, sorry, you lads. But I definitely think Salford City and Chesterfield. As from starting unemployed, Harrogate back to 2nd. But on January 1st, halfway through Season 1, Barrow sit comfortably top of the league.